Okay, let's talk about how other brain areas are involved in this whole reward process and in the process of taking drugs. So let's work with some terminology. So one terminology we want to talk about is the drug rush, the initial high. So these are images from what's called a PET scan. A PET scan looking at activity in the different areas of the brain. And I want you to appreciate what it took to get these images. Okay, so basically what happens is there's a radioactive isotope that is attached to a molecule and it's injected into a person's body. It goes and it binds glucose and it lights up wherever glucose is being metabolized, wherever it's being used. That's where the radioactive isotopes are going to be. And the computer then converts that emission of those isotopes into different colors. Brighter colors mean more emissions, and duller colors are less emissions, right? So we have the popular reds and yellows and the blues and purples. Reds and yellows, more activity, blues and purples, less activity, right? Okay, but here's the deal. What you got to do this is, first of all, you inject it into the patient. You have to wait 45 minutes for it to take an effect. Now, to take these images, this person has to be strapped down to a table. Their head cannot move. They're stuck in this big donut strapped to a table. Okay? So that's bad enough. What they do next is they give these people cocaine. It's a little crazy. I'm sure they're not snorting the cocaine. They probably give them a mainline infusion of it. But there they are, strapped down to this table with this radioactive isotope in their body, and now they're high on cocaine. That is impressive. Okay? Now, what happens is we see certain areas light up. Some aren't very surprising. Nucleus accumbens, VTA. Okay? So that's part of a reward pathway. It makes perfect sense. But here's another area. I'm just going to lump these two together for you to keep it nice and simple. And we're just going to call it the amygdala. Okay? So the amygdala lights up, and we know that's a center for emotion and fear and all kinds of stuff like that. Who knows if that has to do with reward specifically, or it has a little bit more to do with being strapped down on a table with that radioactive isotope pouring through your veins. Anyway, please know these three areas, nucleus accumbens, amygdala, and VTA, as part of DrugRush.